private property. What's your name?
Andrew Wheelan.
Andrew what?
Wheelan.
Wheelan, you got some idea on it?
Sure. Sure. Am I violating any laws or anything like that?
Not particularly. BP doesn't want people filming.
Well, I'm not on their property, so BP doesn't have anything to say about what I do right now. I'm here at the BP headquarters in Houma, Louisiana, also the site of the Unified Command. My mission here today was to talk about a safety issue. In an official BP safety training just a couple weeks ago, I was informed that as a BP trained representative, it was my duty, if I saw anything going on in any scope of the response or anything involved with BP that might have unforeseen circumstances leading to harm or safety concerns, that it was my duty as an official BP volunteer to present those safety concerns to the higher-ups and possibly engineer that safety concern out of the system or even demand a stop work order.
Work is planned and conducted safely. The company is committed to an incident and injury-free workplace for everyone involved in BP's operations. Nothing we do is more important than this.
So, I'm here today in Houma, Louisiana to demand that they stop using the Dispersant Corexit. It has never been tested in the concentrations that is being used in the Gulf of Mexico right now to combat this spill. And it's also never been tested at the depths, pressure, or temperatures in which it's being dispersed. Not to mention the fact that the entire country and world is very dubious as to the purpose of this dispersant. Does it really help, or is it just hiding the problem? It's quite ironic that the Dispersant Corexit that British Petroleum is using here in our Gulf of Mexico, potentially harming entire ecosystems and the humans that live here, is banned in their own country. Even our own government asked them politely not to use it, and they declined. According to BP safety training, the worst case scenario is what needs to be considered when dealing with things of unforeseen nature due to unclear testing. So I'm here at BP today. I tried to get into the main office, but without somebody's personal phone number and name, they won't even let you speak with anybody. So I tried to get in there, they wouldn't let me in there. So here I am, filming out in a sugarcane field across the street. The Dispersant Corexit, you can see here, we've got all the data. One of the main ingredients is propylene glycol, which is one of the main ingredients in antifreeze. We all know that a drop of antifreeze in a little glass of milk or on your driveway will kill your household cat. What will that do to the myriad organisms living in the Gulf of Mexico? Nobody knows. It's never been tested. We demand that you stop Corexit now because there are so many unforeseen circumstances that we have to mitigate for the worst case scenario. Not only is the Dispersant Corexit potentially lethal to marine organisms in our ecosystem, propylene glycol, one of the main ingredients, is known to exert high levels of biochemical oxygen demand. That means when they spray this stuff in our waters, during degradation, it uses up all the oxygen. Now that oxygen is the same oxygen we're depending on to feed all of the organisms that we're depending on to degrade this oil. So by spraying millions and millions of gallons of this dispersant in the Gulf of Mexico, they could potentially not only be harming the aquatic animals that live there, but also the microorganisms which they are depending on to clean up this spill. So as an officially trained BP volunteer, I am demanding that you stop using Corexit in the Gulf of Mexico. You have not tested it here in this environment. You have no idea what it can do. And the worst case scenario is that you're killing everything out there. The worst case scenario is that in 20 years, we have another love canal all across the shores of the Gulf of Mexico. Do you want that on your heads, BP? I certainly don't, and that's why I'm here demanding that you stop this. I don't want to be held accountable because I'm an official BP volunteer. Well, if I wasn't a marked man before, I am now.
You're not with BP?
No. Nope. This is private property. I'm pretty sure I'm okay here.
Yeah. It's private property. What's your name?
Andrew Wheelan.
Andrew what?
Wheelan.
Wheelan? You got some ID on you?
Sure. Sure. Am I violating any laws or anything like that?
Not particularly. BP doesn't want people filming.
Well, I'm not on their property, so BP doesn't have anything to say about what I do right now.
Well, if you let me explain.
Sure.
BP doesn't want any filming.
Uh-huh.
So all I can really do is strongly suggest that you not film anything right now.
Okay.
That makes any sense?
It doesn't really at all. I think the American people want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ID on it?
Sure. You want to see it? Oh, I don't. It's in the truck.
In the truck?
Yeah.
Well, you said your name is what?
Andrew Wheelan.
Wheelan?
Yeah, I can spell that for you. It's W-H. I don't have any warrants.
Okay. Okay. Like I said,
I'm going to be really quick here.
they don't want anybody filming anything, so...
I know, but they don't really have anything to say about me on private property.
All I can do is strongly suggest that you don't.
Sure, sure, I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yep, you're just doing your job.
They like to get you there and smile right in your face. Well, they think they're so cute when they got you in that condition.
That's what happens when you
But I think that's a total disgrace. And I said, I fight authority, authority always wins, yeah. Well, I fight authority, authority always wins.
do anything they want.
Well, I've been doing it since I was a young kid and I come out grinning.
No reason. Was not breaking any
But I
laws.
fight authority, authority always
On a
wins.
state highway for not breaking any law. How is that anything that the state police should even be involved in? Gotta wonder, don't you? Gotta wonder.